guys, it's your girl Missy coming to you today in regards to not giving up. And the reason, anytime I do a segment, it's always in regards to something I've been through or something I'm going through. And I'm actually coming here today with my bachelor's. And that was something I always aspired to have. I remember hearing about other people graduating. I'm like, wow, that's just such a huge accomplishment. But at that time when I was, saying that, I didn't think that it was attainable for me to do. So when I put myself back into school to try to get into the ultrasound program, which was 2 years ago, I did it to do the prereqs for that. And I made it all the way to the interview process for Kaiser Lied. They only accept 15 people, but they have like over 300 to 400 people that goes out for this program. And I remember getting the email about not getting in. I remember feeling bummed. And now looking back at the situation, and I kind of see why it didn't happen then. Because all the different knowledge that I learned now with putting myself into this bachelor program, I know if I got into the program now, I would be more successful than what I would have probably been if they would have let me in. Back then, I probably would have been struggling. But based on the different knowledge that I've obtained now and all the way I'm able to articulate things a little bit better, I know that I will be more successful. I'm just to say this to some of you who are going up against jobs or having doors closed and you're like wondering why the door is closed. God knows what time a door should open for us and when it should open. And I believe that door was closed based on me not being ready. But I also believe that if it doesn't happen now, then that's just not his will for me. And there's other career paths that I have always aspired to do as well. So I'm finally in the mind frame of not just saying that, oh, this is what I want to do, or oh, I'll do so good in that area if I did do that. I'm no longer saying it. I'm doing it. I actually just finished my bachelor's yesterday, and I just started a new program for something else that I have been inspired to do. All to say, sometimes you just have to just make time for what it is that you want in life, and not expect things to happen overnight. Nothing happens overnight. So you have to crawl before you walk, and then you have to walk before you run. That's just the way things have always been set up. And once we do get into positions or get into a career set that we want or something that we want so long, we can't just expect for things just to blow up overnight. Nothing happens overnight. So give yourself time. If you just started a business and you're seeing that, okay, well, this is not going the way I thought it would be, it's just still the beginning. Things take time. It's the same with trying to get a degree. You don't just get a degree in a week's time or month's time. Sometimes it can take a year to two. And that could be the same thing with your business right now that you're trying to do. I'm just saying that based on different things that happen in my life, and I see that nothing happens overnight. So if any of you are doing something right now and y'all don't see an outcome right now, don't give up and think that, okay, well, this is not what I thought it would be. It just may not be the time for it to flourish yet. Maybe it's time for you to still groom it and you're still in a watering stage. You're watering your plant, and then you're going to see it start to grow. And that's the same way with your business or whatever it is that you're aspiring to do. It starts as a little seed, and then you water it. The more and more you put into it, that's you putting your efforts into whatever it is you're doing. That's that water that you're doing. And that's where I'm at right now, of knowing that nothing's going to happen overnight. But as long as I change my mindset to I can and I will, it's going to get done. And even when it comes to anyone who wants to go back to school and you have a full-time job and you're like, okay, how could I do this? But I really want to be this nurse, or I really want to be this. Start one day at a time. It's okay if you take one class a semester. As long as you're putting the effort to try to get to that end goal, you would rather say, I tried, than regret saying, I didn't. Sometimes we just got to make time. And just that little time of doing something where somebody will probably be done in 2 years. It may take you 6 to 7, but at least you can say you did it. Because everybody's circumstances is different. You may have to work this whole time and go to school, but just still stick in there and know that it could be done with what you put into it. I don't know who needed to hear this, but I know when it came to my life and the different things that occurred and me thinking that, oh, it's too late based on circumstances that happened to me, or I had my baby at 18, so I started my career, so I wasn't going to ever be able to go back to school and get a degree. Well, here I am. I done graduated in 2019 with my AA, and it would have been in 2020 with my bachelor's if I wouldn't have had the surgery that I had for achalasia in August, and I took off 2 months. But I'm here with a bachelor's, and I'm already going to my next program now, because I'm not going to let nothing dictate me being successful. If that's something that I inspire to be, I'm going to go ahead and do all the efforts that I have in mind to do so. And you can do the same. It just starts with saying I can and I will, and just mapping out something and doing it. Stop talking to everybody and saying, oh, this is what I want to do. Look for the steps to actually start. It starts with you. Start today. And knowing that if you have faith that it can be done, it's going to get done. And I have faith that I was going to graduate. I have faith that I was going to make it through this bachelor's. And now I see all the knowledge that came with it. I understand why I had to start watering myself to get to where I am. And my plant is not all the way grown yet. I'm still in the watering phase. And you may be there too with your career or with your business that you just started. Just know nothing happens overnight. Just keep on watering it, and you're going to start seeing it grow. And that's where I'm at right now with my life and me trying to be successful with the career. I'm still in the watering stage. So if you're in the water stage, just know that your plant is going to eventually start to grow. I don't know who needed to hear this, but if it was something that you needed to hear, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And you guys have a blessed day. Bye.